Ruby, let's go, babe. Come on. We gotta go check the trees. Come on. All right, bye. Hey guys, sorry about that. What's going on? How y'all doing? I've been a little under the weather. Had to work like 26 hours, so I haven't had much time to do anything. I didn't get to do any videos last night. Some of the ones I had from yesterday, I still don't even get to post. But I did want to come on for a minute and talk about something that's bugging the licking heck out of me, right? I heard a little bit about some, that Lore Lodge had that SF guy on there, whatever. I was reading a little bit about some of what they talked about and stuff. I didn't, watch it, but I was reading a little bit about it while I was at work, and it does show that they do have a lot more, right? I mean, he's not going to come out and say they have these clips of someone walking down that road and pause for a little bit. I think that's whatever the flat side video, that's what he's talking about. I think there's two cameras that caught it, like I said before. And one of the cameras shows a figure walking and one doesn't. And it's all in dark clothing, right? Well, Mama was also in dark clothing that night. Trigger warning, guys. And allegedly these are just my opinions, my theories, my thoughts. I'm just a big alleged bubble, right? I'm just a big alleged bubble. Somebody stuck a cup in a tree. That's so rude. And don't take my shit as fact, right? That's how I say it. Just take it as a grain of salt, right? It's just my opinion, allegedly. Y'all's comments, y'all's and y'all's alone, not your flex channel. We do our research together. Anyway, let me get into this, because I really want to discuss a few things that are really bothering me with that morning, right? When she left that morning, okay? Why would she leave unless she had a reason to leave, right? So what was that morning? Was that going to be the part where she basically swapped the cars out? Is that what took so long? There's just so much that I believe came from that morning. And I'm so glad to know that they have all that footage, and that they have all the footage from the, whatchamacallit as well. The campground, it's FBI went and got all that footage, right? That's another good thing, because as we know, LE never has said they verified Chris's alibi at work. LE's never said that. And that is, we all knew that they had never come out and said that, just like they had never cleared him, right? But why would Mr. Stinkyfoot tell the New Mexico court that he was cleared, right? Is that the only reason he got faith for the summer? And that's another one that can come back and bite you if you lie like that in the courtroom. Oh boy. There's certain things that they can get you for. It might not always be for what they want to get you for, but they can get you for something else. And I'm wondering, now that we know it's multiple reports, and evidently the reports in Mexico. So you think about all the CPS reports, there's probably a whole lot of them, right? Well, we don't know that for a fact, but most likely there's probably quite a bit of them. And I don't know if they were calling them on each other or what they were doing, him and Nina, but I'm just saying, with those and the others, it's a pattern, right? It's a pattern. This is what he does, right? And now to think, there's a possibility that he could have left on his own, because he was, wanting a divorce, wanting to get out of there, and throw it all on Katie. There's a possibility he threw all this on her, and she had to do all this. And one thing that really bugged me that a lot of people haven't talked about, I don't think I've heard this at all, actually. And it's possible that somebody has talked about it. I don't have time to, watch the other channels. I shout out to all of them, They're great people, but I just don't have time always to watch, right? And so with work and this, and the days off is different. I can check on things, but, I take a peek at them every now and then, but I don't have a lot of time. But the thing that really gets me in this whole thing is, if y'all remember in the beginning, whenever Ruby, what are you pulling me for? Sorry guys. She must be on sin or something. We ain't even really looking for nothing other than those keys. We come out here as much as we can, every other day, every couple of days, Because I've been looking for these keys, like I said, a long time, guys. And sometimes today could be the day. That's how I always say it. You never know, right? I could be looking another 19 months. I have no idea. But anyway, the thing that got me was the picture that, you remember she took pictures of him at the roadhouse that night? And now I'm wondering, because in the very beginning of all this, I know y'all are going to remember this. Whenever said Katie put the phone in his face to show him a picture of Sebastian from the evening, to say, look, he was fine here, right? Remember? I know y'all remember this, guys. Okay, that's why she was taking the pictures at the roadhouse? She knew she was going to get questioned for proof of life? I think she knew what heat was coming before it even happened. And that's why the here we go, right? Now it is painting a bigger picture. Because when we start really writing down notes of every little thing that we hear, as long as it's been said at least 4 or 5 times, you can kind of think that, it's still speculation and it's still allegedly. But you think about it. She shoved the phone in his face to show him a picture. And that's probably the same pictures that he was eating the macaroni and cheese. Like, look, he's eating, he's fine. Well, why do you have to prove that he's eating? Why do you have to prove that he's fine to Seth? Why? If you don't know why he walked out the door, why are you trying to prove it? Why are you trying to prove yourself this whole time? Why is Chris trying to prove himself this whole time? They're trying so hard to prove their innocence, guys. That's guilt. My God, I don't know. The red flag hit me last night. I don't know if it's because I was up 20-something hours working or not, but it just went off in my head. And all these little things started popping in my head that I thought, okay, well now this adds up, this adds up, this adds up, right? Wow. So, I think, the new update, the little thing that the news put out there in Hendersonville about the LE's got a new update coming, soon or whatever, and they got some new information and stuff. Man, oh man, they might have got back all the Cellbrite, all that stuff finally might have came back. Phone records from back then might have came back. They might be tracking this back 6 months beforehand, right? Maybe even a year beforehand they've been tracking. We don't know. But, they always say, if you plan something, you leave a trail, right? Criminals don't outsmart everyone. They might outsmart a few. They're not going to outsmart everyone. And to me, Secret Service, knowing that they're going to probably use that really high volume, high expensive machinery to take that photo of that person walking in that neighborhood, that's going to be whoever was in the flashlight video to me. I don't think it's a trash can man. I don't think it's any of that. I think it's Chris or Katie or Chris's sister. Someone is there. And she goes to someone, and that light comes back to that house. So she left and came back. Whether Sebastian was already gone at that time and she was just she was running clothes or something out there, I don't know. And then I thought, well, maybe she put him out. A lot of people used to think that maybe they locked him out as a punishment and he took off walking. But what if she put him out knowing somebody was going to get him? You know what I'm saying? But subconsciously in her mind, I put him out. I don't know why he walked out that door. Yeah, you do. You do know why he walked out the door. You know that. And that's why you're saying that. You don't know why. You don't know why because you do know why. And that's guilt. That's guilt right there. All that is guilt in my book. This is my opinion, guys. I'm just saying the things are starting to add up so clearly now. I didn't realize that he had lied to the New Mexico court. I wondered how he got faith, but I never thought he would have actually lied to a court like that when it's that important. Because laws are different in every state. Now he's going to be facing most likely something there. Now that they know, and I'm sure someone's done reported that he's not clear, so that's going to come back and haunt him. GPS, I believe, is still going to come back and haunt him. And it's going to haunt Katie too. Because if Chris was bailing out because he was tired and he was going to move on, he's like, man, they done kicked me out the house. If they did, right? We don't know for a fact they did. We just know that, he was most likely put out by CPS, but we can't confirm that. But what if he had just left on his own, right, and said, hey, I'm done. I'm going to meet me a new hoochie mama. I'm going to get married. I'm going to run off to paradise, right, and beat on her a little bit. Maybe that was his plan. Get him a new piñata. I don't know. But, I mean, in my opinion, it's adding up to some serious foul play now. And I'm not saying foul play like they did something to him, like foul play in the way of you put him outside and knowing somebody's going to get him. To me, that's foul play. Even if you weren't a part of putting him in a car or anything else, which I still believe somehow she went out that door and ran back. Now, I don't know, like I said, that could have been to take clothes, that could have been to do anything, but you do got to remember, he's setting the one that's working for the prophets, and I understand he's got a job to do. It's just like a defense attorney, like I said, he's got to do his job. They hire him, he's got to do his job. So, but in doing his job, he's putting out kind of, I believe, what maybe they're all working together to saying, okay, well, let's put this out, right? But some of the things they put out have backfired, right? That's the big thing about it, is it's backfiring. And why they're able to have all this information, I still don't even know. If they're considered suspect, they must be getting it from neighbors and getting it from other people as well. And it probably happened that way in the beginning when they were looking at him as a runaway, because that first day they pulled every camera in that neighborhood. And they probably got to see all the footage and maybe got copies of it or something from the neighbors. Who knows? But the thing to me is, if they have all this footage that's going to prove their innocence, why are they not showing it? Right? If their theory is he walked out that door, right? He ran away on his own. Okay, if he ran away on his own and you have all the footage to prove it, there's no reason why you wouldn't put it out to prove it and get everybody off your back. To me. But there's so many red flags I'm going to talk about tonight. I'm not going to spill all the beans right now because I don't have the time, but I just wanted to come on for a minute and talk about it because there's a few things that are bothering me right now about this. And I've been watching old clips like I told y'all guys. And, kind of like her not really saying anything about her leaving the house that morning to anyone. But why did she leave the house? That's the kicker to me. Why did she leave the house that morning? I mean, if she thought he was kidnapped and somebody took him and he was gone, why would she do that? And why would she only search that one morning, like I said before? I don't think she was searching. I think they were either swapping cars out or dropping stuff off at Kathy. I believe that, it's going to come out that she either went halfway to Gatlinburg and met her or somewhere close. Kathy, I bet you they've got both of their phones together or both of their cars are going to end up being close together. And I think all this information that's finally coming in that they got warrants for later on, because they didn't get warrants for everything up front. That's part of investigating. So I think a lot of the data is now coming in, and I think they're putting the puzzle together, and I think the dominoes are fixing to fall. And now, are they all going to fall? I don't know. Is 2 going to fall? 1 going to fall? 4 going to fall? 5 going to fall? I don't know. But I believe that dominoes are going to fall. And I think they got more than enough. And what Secret Service can do with those videos. We got to remember, Katie was in black clothes that night too. What if she had bought Sebastian new shoes at BJ's and only gave them to him right before she put him out? Then he wouldn't have had scent, right? It would have been brand new shoes. Nobody's talked about that either. She could have bought him new shoes that weekend when they were out and saved them for just that night, right? So put your shoes on, get your jacket, or get your sweatshirt, because they said he was in a t-shirt with a pattern. FBI saying he's in a black sweatshirt. I'm going by what FBI says, because evidently they've seen the tape. So I'm going by what they're saying, not what she's saying. They never said sweatshirt. They said black shirt with some character on it. And then, white striped pants. They're not saying that in there. They don't say that. They say black sweatpants, black sweatshirt, black frame square glasses, and a flashlight. That's it. And like I said, they knew they knew they had to talk about flashlight because they knew they were going to get caught on camera somewhere. But I don't think they thought that all those other cameras were going to get them. I really don't. And I think now they have the footage. They're trying to figure out how to get around. Sorry, she just jerked me around in a circle. how to get around this particular two different videos, possibly now 3 different videos. Because now we're kind of hearing about another one all of a sudden this late in the game. That a shadow is seen walking down the street, pausing, all that, right? We know that there's footage of that, and the Secret Service, everybody's got that footage. So Secret Service can really lighten that up and pretty much make out probably who it is. And if it's got long hair and a ponytail, whoo, that may be the back-breaking news. I don't know, like we've all felt it. We've all felt something was going to happen. It's still not going to bring Sebastian home, I don't feel. Even if they take them down, it's not going to bring Sebastian home. You know, we're still going to have to find this kid. We're still going to have to, everybody's going to have to band together and keep doing what we're doing to find him. Because I don't believe they'll ever tell. Even if they are caught, I don't believe they'll ever tell or ever speak. No, I just don't see it. But you know, there is so many other things out there now that we can kind of piece together, and that's what I've been doing. And I'm starting to see so many more red flags on that morning. You know, with the neighbors, the different stories with the neighbors, right? I mean, all these neighbors have no reason to lie. They're out there helping every day with the police, helping them, helping the search teams, the parents, the kids. They were all out there helping law enforcement the first week. So those neighbors have no reason to lie. So I don't know if he had hidden under a car before Katie got home or not that day. We don't know that. Maybe he was doing little sneaky things, but that's not running away in the middle of the night when it's dark. Sorry. Barefoot with a flashlight and no clothes hardly on. It's a little sweatshirt and sweatpants. Not going to keep you at 30 degrees. Sorry. I don't know, guys. There's a lot going on in this. And I'm truly wondering a lot more about a few things. And I have my notes here. Hold on. Let me open this. Where you at, boo? Hold on. No, this is not for you. I wanted to go over this one thing real quick. Hold on. Yeah, the picture, I talked about that. It's still not known where she went that morning, right? Let's see. And they talked a little bit about the 2 abortions, trigger warning, guys, if I'm 100 million. And that Katie had before she had Sebastian. Dude, that does make her under 18, guys. I'm sorry to say it. That's the truth. You know, if that's the truth, then that's the truth, right? We can't change that. I know they're going to use anything they can weapons-wise to fire back. I get it. But, you know, they're thinking it's 0.7 miles from the house. You know, they're kind of going to the story where that kid, I think, was found in a chimney or something like that. I think they're going by that, right? What I'm wondering now, and I hate to say this and really say it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because I'm going to talk about it tonight. But I'm wondering now if them trying to get this money, pay this guy, get this stuff going, start digging for a lot of information, are they going to come out at the year anniversary or before the year anniversary and say, that was a car backfire, and say something like, we believe he's in a cave, you know, right by the house. We're going to search it, and then they're going to find him? You know how crazy that would be, guys? But it wouldn't surprise me. But you know what I'm wondering? I was thinking about that last night at work because I was, like I said, overloaded and tired. But, hey, there's a piece of wire out here on the ground. That's weird. But anyway, I'm wondering, is this their plan? Like, is Chris going to become the hero and find Sebastian? Wouldn't that be some shocking shit? Excuse my language, guys. I'm so sorry. But wouldn't it be shocking? It wouldn't shock me. But, I mean, it might shock some of y'all. But I've kind of wondered that now with how this has been going. Like, you know, he's trying to get out here now and search these areas. They're searching these caves and these ravines that weren't... They haven't talked about this for the whole 11 months, right? Or 10 months. And now they're approaching a year and you start talking about these caves and crevices that right by the house that he could have... Are they going to somehow... This kid going to somehow turn up now after all this time? And them be the ones to do it? I'm really wondering. I hate to talk about it, but I'm just wondering. It would not shock me that they would do something like that. Like I'd hid this boy somewhere else and then bring him back and find him. Right? I don't know. I'm just saying it wouldn't shock me, because that would make them, in a lot of people's eyes, the hero, right? Because they found Sebastian. They'd be the hero. Woo! Hero go down like the zero, but they still be the hero for a day. I think law enforcement's got it all together. I think they got enough to get them. I really do. But I don't know, guys. We'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to give y'all a prep before tonight. I didn't get home last night. That's why I couldn't do the fire chat. I'm so sorry, guys. But we will do one tonight for y'all guys. And we love y'all guys. We appreciate y'all guys. Remember, I'm just a big alleged bubble. Don't take my shit as fact. This is just what I think could be in this case. And it's just my opinions and speculations. That's all. So don't take it to heart. Don't take it to facts. Just do your own research, please. I'm starting to put some stuff together, and it's really blowing my mind. I'm going to talk about it tonight, though. So y'all guys be good, be safe. We love y'all guys, and we'll talk to y'all soon. We're trigger warnings, and we're out. All right, guys. Bye.